Hi everyone, thank you for being here. My name is Holly, I'm a psychic medium, and I am going to use Oracle and Tarot decks as a jumping off point and to get messages from Spirit. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me. I am filming this in the evening on Friday night for Saturday morning. Just because I've got a couple of things going on, and I'm also going to need to kind of zone in and focus, and all good. Everything is good tomorrow. It's a great day, but it's just a very busy one, and so I want to make sure I can focus on this fully and do this right now. And this is for the next, I was going to say 24 hours, but I think it's more like 48. So specifically for 48, and then for the upcoming actually couple of weeks after that too, okay, or as well. So just be aware of that. If you are so inclined, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. That is helpful. Thank you. And if not, that's okay too. You know, there's a ton of readers, and this is a general reading. So it is a general reading, and if it resonates, great. If not, that's okay too. You know, is what it is. Do the best we can. All right, so today is a heart day. So, and there's stars and moons inside the heart. Isn't that cool? And I have decaf since it's the evening, and I do drink a lot of water throughout the day, so don't worry about that. Those of you who have cautioned about too much caffeine, I get it. And this is decaf anyway. A really yummy flavor. It's mocha, or it's basically chocolate flavored coffee. So it's not sweet or anything, but it's so good. All right. And the brand is just the grocery store brand. So yeah. All right. So the first thing I did was just to kind of get started, because I wanted to tune in. I could feel energy kind of amplified, and I'm all kind of buzzy. My head feels buzzy. So I know there's a lot of energy around, and I wanted to go ahead and pull a couple of cards first from two different decks to kind of set the tone and what we need to know. So first I used Adam Barrelay's Crystal Connections deck, and he also has a YouTube channel, Barrelay, and he Crystal Connections, I believe is it. And he also has a lot of information, just informational videos about crystals and working with them and that kind of thing. So the ones that came out, first it was labradorite, okay? So labradorite. This to me always signifies, and what I heard when it jumped out was, believe in your own magic, believe in your own ability to perceive that which is not always the obvious. Trust in your ability to see the unseen, okay? If you are empathic, trust those emotions, but know when they're coming from you and know when they're coming from someone else. And just ask yourself, just say, okay, is this mine or someone else's? And that works for a whole lot of aspects in metaphysical work. The affirmation on the back is, I choose to follow the path that is right for me. So you will know what to do when the time comes that you are called to take action. And that's what I'm just hearing now. You will know, based on your own knowing, what to do when the time comes. And I feel like there's oh gosh, I didn't see this happening. I knew there was energy around, but I didn't know what it was. All right, so for someone in the collective, a group, it's going to be a group. This generally is for more than one person. So very near future, very, very near future. I'm talking about 2 weeks or less. Could be less than that. I feel like there's going to be a decision that's going to be required from you. You're going to have to follow a path. I'm sorry. I'm pausing because I'm getting a lot of visual stuff, and I'm hearing a lot of stuff, and I'm feeling a lot of stuff, and Help me out, Spirit. Distill this down so I can say it succinctly and in a way that makes sense for the group that this is for. Okay. You are going to come into a fork in the road. There are going to be two paths that you can take. You are going to have to make a decision about what path you're going to take. The reason I kept asking, well, follow your heart. Love is important. And I didn't realize how much that statement was going to mean, because that's the message that I'm hearing when I ask for clarification. When you make this decision, a lot of people only listen to their heart. A lot of us try to balance both heart and head. And in this instance, listen to your heart. Follow your heart. There's a great potential to regret the decision made depending on what it is. I know that's not helpful necessarily, but if you are in the situation where you see this coming and you know it's coming, then this will make sense to you. Some of you won't have a clue that you're getting ready to be asked to either change, do something, or someone else is changing or doing something that will impact you. So I feel like there's going to be a definitive moment. It's like a definitive moment of change based on the decision that is made. It feels really intense, and it feels heavy, not necessarily bad. This doesn't feel good or bad. It just feels big. It just feels important. That's the word. It just feels important. And try not to be flippant about it, but do it from a place of knowing what you're saying and what you're doing. Okay? Because the second card that came up is Rhodonite. Rhodonite is a little different than Rhodolite. Okay? Rhodonite has a lot more of the dark matrix within it, blended in with the pink. So I always think of this as a pink heartstone, but with a grounded protectiveness from the black element of the matrix. And the mantra, or the affirmation on the back, is, I accept myself and others just as they are. So understand, as women, we always think we have the ability to fix someone or change someone. And there are men who do that too. But I think it's predominantly women. Not always. But you know what? Take people how they come to you. If you see the potential or what you think is something in that person that could be what you want, then it's not the right person for you, because they are who they are in that moment and at that time. And you can disagree. Some of you may have had other situations that differ from that. But conventional wisdom is that take people where they are. Change that lasts has to come from within, and people have to want to change. If somebody tells you to lose weight, are you going to do it because they told you to, or because you want to? Big, big, big difference between the two motivations. So follow your heart, but be grounded in the decision. And it's okay to ask questions and be protective of your heart. Okay, and then based on those, I thought, okay, so maybe I need to get the Inner Child Oracle deck. And sure enough, the first card that came out is the number 12 card. Emotions are the reflection. Look for the deeper meaning. Okay. I have never looked at the book for the majority of these decks. When I saw this card and I felt an intense pull that this is the message, I actually got the message, look at the book. And so I did for that card. And when it talks about reflection, it talks about, is something around you or emotions that you're having pushing buttons and causing a trigger for your childhood wounds? So is there a woundedness from childhood that is being triggered by a current emotion? And that is the reflection. That is what they want you to look at. And then I asked for clarification, and this card popped out. It's card 16, and it's go inward. It is time to connect with your inner child. Like she's wearing butterfly wings and under a rainbow of light, a shower of light. So it's okay to ask while you're looking at and feeling, and I talked about people who are empaths a minute or two ago, and if you're picking up on other people's emotions and maybe some angst or trauma or fear or depression or whatever it is they're going through, how is that triggering you? And that's what those two cards signify, okay? So as far as I'm perceiving and hearing and seeing and everything, reading, in order